Hey everyone, welcome back to the Transcend video series. I'm Chris Skeets and I'm going to walk you through another video today, the third one in the series. First off, again, hope you're having an amazing day, morning, evening, night, wherever you are. So for today, I wanted to talk about controlling your state of mind or your state of being. But this time, I want to talk about your internal factors. Last video, I spoke about the external factors. I believe one of the examples I used was getting cut off while in traffic and getting all upset by that driver's behavior and then influencing your behavior. But today I want to talk about internal factors. And what I mean by internal factors is primarily your thoughts going on in your head. You know, I heard a stat a few months ago, or maybe it was a few years ago, I don't know at this point, but something like humans have 50 to 60,000 thoughts a day. That's a lot. And you might be thinking, well, Chris, how in the heck am I going to control or manage 50 to 60,000 thoughts a day? The answer is you're not. But it all starts with one. And I'll give you some good examples and tips, but the overall, I guess, lesson that you should learn here is not so much about controlling every single thought, but is building that practice. Just like in that last video, it takes practice to recognize and realize when something externally is affecting your mood, behavior, your mindset, etc., or your state of being. Same thing with your internal self-talk. It's going to take some practice to get used to where you are and recognizing when these negative thoughts or negative self-talk comes into play. So as an example, one thing I've learned from a couple of years ago, a guy named Mike Arcee that I've studied under a little bit for more of a sales training, he really honed in on or started touching in on self-talk and negative self-talk. And one of the key words he picked up on, he quickly asked me at one point, how are things going? How are sales going for you? And I said, well, we're trying this and I'm trying that, and this is what we're trying to do here and trying to do there. And he turns to me and says, do you know how many times you just said try? And I was really taken back. And what do you mean? I'm like, I don't know. I probably like once. So I have no idea. And he brought to my awareness, he's like, you probably said it 10, 11, 12 times. He didn't have he probably lost count. I said it so many times in my little, how am I doing? And just with that one word, I am trying to do something. You're not doing it. You're not setting yourself up to succeed in doing it. You're just trying it, seeing if it's going to work. It might not. You're just trying, you're attempting. There's no, something specific related to the outcome there. It's like, if it fails, it fails. If it works, it works. Whatever, right? So that was one of the first instances. I've been practicing positive self-talk, positive mindset for a very long time, but that really brought to light the positive self-talk that I had for myself and for, in that scenario, our new business. So that's just one word, try, that you're looking to find and just recognize when you're saying it. Oh, I'm trying this. No, you're doing that. And that, when you change that word and take it out of your vocabulary, you'll see a lot of positive changes just from recognizing when you're saying that word and then switching it around to, I'm not trying, I'm doing. I'm going to do this. I'm not going to try and do it. I'm not going to try and lose weight. And as for me, a fitness professional and coaching people on that, you're not going to try and lose weight. You're going to lose weight. And when you change that mindset, it programs your mind in a way to find other ways to lose weight. Instead of trying to lose weight, where you're not attached to that outcome, you then become attached by saying, I'm going to lose weight. And that's just one of many examples. The whole point of this video, though, team, is to really recognize when you're speaking to yourself in a negative manner. Another example could be, oh, that's too hard. Well, how do you know? Have you done it before? Have you failed at it before? And even if you have failed at it before, why can't you do it? You don't know unless you try, and there's that word again. But again, when you have that mindset of just straight going for it, I'm going to do this, and you have, no matter what comes around, no matter what obstacles come through your way, you're gonna blast right through those obstacles because you're going to do it no matter what. You have that attachment to succeeding. Some other examples of that as well, I'm having difficulties doing this, or I'm doing this, but it's not really working, and I don't know what's going to happen about it. I'm trying to be very vague here, so that there you go, trying to be vague. I am being vague, so that it's a general sense, and this can be shared wide and far. Way to turn that around, instead of saying, I'm having trouble with this, you can say, I'm getting better and better at this every day. You're no longer having difficulty with whatever it is you're doing. You're getting better and better every day. Yesterday, you're getting better today. Better tomorrow, better the next day. You're continually improving rather than having difficulties with it. So again, another quick little example of catching yourself in that mindset of, oh, this is difficult, or I'm having trouble with something. Attempt to recognize that, and the more you start recognizing when you're in that mindset, or when you're having that self-talk, the more you're going to be able to come out of that and switch it around. One of the techniques I just recently learned, I did a course called the Silva Mind Control Method, a very great course, and I was very fortunate to be one of the first ones to do the online version of this course. I can send the details, and I'll put it in the description. If you're watching the YouTube version, it'll be in the description there of this video, and you'll see what they do is the cancel, cancel, replace technique. Super, super simple to do, but as soon as you catch yourself with that negative self-talk, you say cancel, cancel, replace, and you replace it with the positive version. So let's say, for example, where, like I was just saying, oh, I'm having difficulty with this is not going so well, whatever it is you're doing in that moment, catch yourself, close your eyes, whatever you want to do, say cancel, cancel, replace. I'm getting better and better at that every day. Especially if you're talking to someone else, you can take that moment away from your friend and be like, hey, give me a moment, I just need to replace that statement. Or you do it right in front of them and be like, you know what, never mind, ignore that, I'm getting better every day. And that's something you can do. Start saying you're getting better and better every day, no matter what it is. I wake up and I say a little mantra, and it's something, again, I learned from that mind control course. Every day, in every way, I'm getting better and better and better. So you can do 2 or 3 betters. When you have that mindset, you just start the day off in that good, positive mental mindset, and that will take control of your being and your state of mind. No longer will negative thoughts and negative emotions and negative bullying or negative people, no longer will they have an effect on you. No longer will your own negative self-talk, negative bullying, because let's be honest, we all bully ourselves. But once you start recognizing that, you can say, hey, get out of here, self-bully, cancel, replace with your positive self, and replace your statements that you're saying to yourself. Might be looking at the mirror and like, oh, having such a bad hair day. No. What can you do to change that around? How can you change that statement? Look at yourself and you're like, oh, this is cool. Maybe I'll do my hair a different way. No idea. I wear hats all the time. Every day is a hat hair day. Okay. So really try, and by not trying, I mean do, every day, do, when you recognize that negative self-talk, and see, I catch myself all the time saying try and all these other things. We're human, we do it. Really get used to figuring out and recognizing when you have that negative bully come out in you, and get rid of them. Get rid of them, get rid of them, get rid of them. Replace them with that positive light and that positive mindset and that positive person that you know you are. You can even practice in the mirror. You have that negative self-talk come up and you're at home or and you're able to pop in front of a mirror, go do it. Go look in the mirror and say that positive thing instead. Switch it around. Completely turn that statement on its head. Switch it from that negative to positive and reaffirm it. If it's something you can visualize, cancel, replace, and visualize that new, powerful, positive statement. Like, again, going back to the bad hair day, which, again, bad example with me, but if you're in the mirror, such a bad hair day, I look terrible, switch it around. Okay, what can I do with my hair to make it look great? Make it look better than it was, better and better. Look in the mirror, fix it. There's so much we have control over, and it starts by recognizing when we're in that negative self-talk or negative mindset. And again, it's tough at first. It's been tough for the last 2 years. I still say things like try in this example. I still have that negative self-talk, or even the negative thoughts surrounding money. Oh, money's hard to come by. We have to be careful. Replace those with money comes easily and frequently. Plenty more where that came from. Every time you pay a bill, plenty more where that came from. These are all little things that we can start to do, and over and over and over, they're going to build up until you don't really have to think about those negative thoughts. You're going to automatically recognize them. Cancel, replace with that positive, and away you go. And again, it's a practice. Just like in the last video, you got to get your reps in. Before you're really good and you can lift heavy with a bicep curl or whatever it is, you got to get those reps in. You got to practice. Practice makes perfect with everything in life, especially when you're learning something new. So team, take that time over the next week or so. I'll have another video out fairly soon, and the next in the series. I had some cool brainstorming that I did over the weekend last few days ago, and I got a good list going for the next few videos, and super excited to start sharing more in-depth info with you guys. Start off with this mindset, externally, internally. Recognize when other people are having that bad influence on you. Recognize when you're having that negative influence on yourself. Cancel, replace it with that positive. Hope you guys have an amazing few days until our next video, and we'll chat more then. Thanks, team. Keep going.